So, good morning or good night, depending on where you are in the world, and welcome to another interview of the Chill Dude on a Couch. I'm your host, Hector, and today I'm joined by Jasmin Pabst. I hope I said the last name correctly, and she plays guitar for the band All for Metal. So, Jasmin, how are you?
I'm good. Thank you for asking. I just came home from a trip to Berlin, visiting a friend of mine who is also a producer, musician, and guitarist. So I'm looking back at a week full of music and good times. So I'm good. Thanks. How are you?
Good. I'm very good. So yeah, I listened to the album. So the album's coming out in October, no, August, and it's your second. Yeah, it's your second album, and yeah, I listened to it. But I like you guys did a music video for
Mhm.
Scorpions, "Rocky Like a Hurricane," which I don't. Is that going to be on the album? Because I didn't see it like on the songs.
Um, we are currently thinking of making it maybe a hidden track at some point, but it
Maybe for
depends.
the
Hmm?
special edition.
We will see. We will see.
Yeah.
But I don't want to spoil what the final plan will be with the audio of that one.
Okay. So for people that don't know the band, tell us a little bit about the sound of your band for people who haven't heard it.
All for Metal combines everything you want to have in a true metal band. So this is why we also call it All for Metal. I mean, logically, we are quoting a lot of the 80s stuff, mixing it together with some Viking power from our second frontman, Tetzel. If you are into Manowar and all the classic metal anthems, which are now a little bit more polished into the modern times, then you're there meeting a nerdy bunch of people having fun playing music for you.
Oh yeah, when I saw the picture of the band, I thought I thought of Manowar because they dress like Vikings, like ready for battle. So yeah, the second album. So you play most of the guitars on it. So when you guys did the "Rock You Like a Hurricane," why did you pick that song? I know it's a very fun song and very well known.
Yeah, actually, we have asked our community on Instagram which song they would like us to cover, and it was a community voted song. So the audience chose it.
Oh, okay. Well, if the audience shows it, you have to do what the audience says. So right now you have two songs that are available. You have Gods of Metal and Valkyries in the Sky, which that one you have some guest stars with Tim Canoa Hansen, which I've actually interviewed on the channel in the past, and you have also Laura Goldemont. So tell me a little bit about that track because that's a very epic track.
Thank you very much. Basically, Valkyries in the Sky is a small homage to the girls in the band, since Antonio and Tetzel are mostly in the spotlight with being our powerful frontman. This is now also directed to the ladies. We had it on the first album with Goddess of War, a small tribute to all the fighting ladies in this world. And now we have like a sequel with Valkyries in the Sky.
Mhm.
And it was born out of an idea of a bunch of us, since we have with Antonio and Tetzel two male singers. It would also been pretty much interesting to see how it mixes with female vocals. And there was a funny coincidence, like we have it always on festivals. You run into bands, you get into contact, you chit chat with them, see if the energy matches, so to speak, and if you have maybe some ideas to collaborate together. And so on the date where we played Rock Hearts, Burning Witches was playing. Laura enjoyed our show, and we enjoyed the show of Burning Witches. And so Antonio and Laura got into talking about a potential collaboration. And since the music fits, she was then invited to join Valkyries in the Sky as the female main singer on the track. And also Antonio was on tour with Induction, fitting in for Craig, the original Induction singer, as he was busy during the period of that one tour. And as the chemistry between Tim and Antonio was also pretty much spot on, Antonio got the idea in the room that we might also add Tim with a guest solo to that song. And so we have now this special, collab with two musicians that are in the metal universe. And it adds to the spirit of alpha metal that we also try to find people who want to join the journey, so to speak.
Also, since I listened to this album, this is a very fun record. It's tongue in cheek. Sometimes, like there's like because you have the two vocalists. Which one is the vocalist who does like the spoken word? Because I found it funny because I haven't heard like someone do like something like that. I know it has nothing to do with metal, but I was reminded of Boys to Men because they had the guy who did the talking. So you have the singer who does like, here are the Valkyrie. I'm like, it kind of reminded me of that.
Yeah, Tetzel has a very, very deep voice. I mean, he is the incarnation of a true metal Viking warrior. And this is also the thing that makes it so funny also on stage. If the two talk together, you have then Antonio with his high voice and then also Tetzel doing the counterpart. And I think on this album, it also flew very well in terms where Tetzel was introducing the album with the title track Gods of Metal, where he invites basically everyone, say your prayers to the gods of metal. So
Yes. So you're a band that looks like you have fun with it, and you don't take yourself too seriously,
no.
which is good because this type of music is meant to like if you take yourself too seriously, no, it's meant to be like fun and like make believe. I saw Instagram post of the band. One of the singers is playing with some dolls that I think come with the album, and
Yes.
he did the Titanic bit, which I thought was hilarious.
Actually, there's so much insiders. Antonio has recorded like 10 clips of him playing with the bust you can get in the limited edition of Gods of Metal. So for example, I am an ogre. Sometimes Tetzel is a little bit grumpy because of different kind of things. We all are grumpy, but when he is grumpy and you get that voice, then it was already like transmitting to Shrek. And there was this insider where we would post some Shrek images in the band chat. And so this was especially funny for us that Antonio came up with this. So it's even more funny if you know the background story of it. And I mean, we all come from a point being nerdy. And now this is actually like, if you have these He-Man figurines from back in the days, this is now Tetzel being basically a He-Man bust,
I had
and
I
turning
had the
into.
Hitman figurines.
Yeah, so I mean, apparently you never grow too old to play with toys, and so
Yeah,
this was the main idea behind it. Just don't
but
take it seriously and
I don't
have
take
fun.
it seriously. So I'm gonna show the album artwork for the album. So here's the album artwork for Gods of Metal, and you can tell that they go to the gym.
Yes, they are pretty much obsessed. I mean, every one of us is very, how do you say sporty? Is this the right English word? Sporty?
Yeah, I think like athletic or active.
Yes. Active, yeah, that's the right word. I mean, Tetzel is originally even a strong man. He even has his competitions going on. And Antonio, he does everything. He's working out, he's going swimming, he's doing HIIT workouts. I
Oh,
mean,
I've done those, the HIIT workouts. Yeah.
yes, and I mean, he is the type of guy that would jump from a stage to the fence. And I was like, yeah, this is one of the guys that he is not afraid of anything involving like jumps or something on stage. So sometimes even for us, it's pretty much surprising and random with which moves he's like coming up. And also our dancers, Christina and Luisa, they are professional dancers, so they are also very much trained. Every one of us has like some sort of sports he or she enjoys and brings it on stage. And I think with the type of music we are playing these matches, because we can deliver a certain type of energy without being like exhausted and out of breath after our set, because also in the costumes it's getting pretty hot. And yeah, I mean, you know how it is on stage.
Yeah. Yeah. So why for the cover only the two singers? Why not the whole band on the cover?
That's a good question. I think it gets a little bit distracting if you have too many people on the cover, but you can
Yeah.
give this as
Tell that to
feedback if you
Slipknot.
want to see all of us. Huh?
Tell
Yeah,
that
well,
to Slipknot.
yeah, well, Tetzel and Antonio, they are the faces. They are our main singers, and so I think it's kind of traditional, and they are the most warrior-like people in our band. So it just makes sense to just put them out there fighting for the right of metal music.
Yeah, just as long as you don't do like a Bon Jovi, where it's like John Bon Jovi in the front, and you see like Nico, the drummer, he's like a little dot
Oof.
on the background of the
Well,
cover. Yeah, yeah.
if it would have been the bassist,
Mhm. And and the basis, yeah, I don't never forget the basis. But yeah, this album cover, you get what you look at this album cover and you know what you're getting with the music. I would categorize this like classic heavy metal, power metal uh,
yes,
type of sound. Uh,
yes.
so when you guys, what's the recording process and the song process like? Do you have the two singers write the lyrics, or is it like a band writing? How does that work for All for Metal?
All for Metal started as a studio project of Antonio and Tatzel, and so there have been a couple of songs written together with a studio work.
Mhm.
So these are still studio work songs, so to speak, with Antonio and Tatzel singing to it. And now, since we have found ourselves as a band since last year, we are now turning everything into much more personal stuff, bringing on own riffs, own lyrics into the next songs and the third
Awesome.
album.
So, Jasmine, you being a guitar player, growing up, like which guitar players inspired you?
Actually, the final guitarist that was getting me to play guitar was Dave Brownsound from Sum 41. Since I am a
Awesome. I
huge
love some 41.
Yes, awesome. Yeah, I love video games, and I was playing Obscure with a friend because you could play it in co-op mode. And when you got the game done, you got the reward of the Still Waiting music video. And I really found it funny how they made fun of the music business and yeah, having this kick-ass song. And so I was getting a really big fan of them, getting this DVD Sake Bombs and Happy Endings. Then I saw Dave ripping through the machine gun solo. And I was like, yeah, I just want to play guitar. They looked freaking cool. I liked the energy. I really liked how they just seemed to be so enjoying themselves. And I liked the sound. And
Yeah.
this was ultimately getting me to bug my parents to get a guitar, which took a couple of years, but I ultimately got it. And then I was just teaching myself to play some songs, and I got a book, for example. I skipped all the blues stuff. Now I do regret it because I lack some vibrato and bending skills.
Mm.
But it was Enter Sandman by Metallica that was the last song of this book, and I just wanted to play metal. So yeah, Metallica was also one of the first bands that got me really hooked, and I was pretty proud to play that song one day. And my main inspirations, these are countless guitarists, but Alexi Lio was
Of
the
course.
guitar god for me. This is one of the two guys I have a poster of on my wall, or had it. Now I didn't hang it anymore. Yeah, so Alexi Lio. And I'm a huge fan of melodic death metal.
Nice.
So guys there, from Björn Gelotte, Jesper Strömblad, Niklas Engelin, Johan Reinholds, Niklas Sundin, Martin Henriksson, the Soilwork guys, then JR from Cataclysm, all these guys, these riff dudes.
Yeah.
I just really, really love what they're doing. And in contrast, I'm also a huge fan of Guthrie Govan and Django Reinhardt.
Nice. So, are you sad that Sum 41 are disbanding?
When I just have read the news, I was
Hmm.
my day was pretty much very depressed. I mean, there was so many great memories linked to this band with my friends, and also when we were going to a show and all the time we had. Like this was a huge soundtrack for me, a huge soundtrack. So of course I was very sad. And I also dedicated a video. I did a cover of Into Deep when I read the news, so that I'm like, here, this is my tribute for you guys. This was one of the first songs I ever played. And so this is my input to say goodbye. And so yeah, I'm pretty much sad, but I'm seeing
Yeah.
them tomorrow. I'm seeing
I
them tomorrow.
I never saw them on tour.
No, oh
What? No,
no.
so I'm not gonna get to. But something I liked about Sum 41 with the pop punk is that even though they were pop punk, they were the most metal pop punk. They could
Yes.
play metal. Like they had chops to them. Like I remember in All Killer No Filler, the last song is almost like a Judas Priest Iron Maiden. The one they
They
go
are
the pleasures.
pain for pleasure.
Yeah,
They even dress up in the video as
yeah,
Judas Priest cover band.
yeah. So
They
it,
are
it's a
amazing.
shame. So Jasmine, like, would you ever like, you should do like your own pop punk band.
Really?
Why not? You can have like a side project, like
Yeah. I
like
have a melodic death metal band side project though.
why not? Like like you could do like why not both?
Yeah, that's true. I mean, people say always that I look like a mixture of Avril Lavigne and Ozzy Osbourne.
Eh, I don't see the Ozzy Osbourne part. Yeah.
Whatever.
But yeah, no, you're cooler than Avril Lavigne. Uh,
Oh,
well, Avril Lavigne, she was married to the guy from Sum 41.
I know, I know,
Yeah.
I know. I was a fangirl. I know.
And also Nickelback.
Yes, Chet Kruger. Yeah, and
Yeah.
also
I
the
don't
guy.
know how you go from Sum 41 to Nickelback, but but yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah. So which in this album, like which for you is your favorite song to play?
to play. That's pretty much interesting question. Ah, it's always hard to pick. I think Temple of Silence, as I really like that song. I really like the chorus, but also the title track, Gods of Metal, is very nice since I'm also playing with my whammy pedal to get that octaver sound
Mhm.
going. And I really like the marching stuff and what we did with this song because most of the time when we think about putting a song on stage, we think about some movements and some acts we could integrate so that the people really get soaked in the atmosphere and have more fun. And so actually with Tim, because he was a stand-in for Ursula for a couple of weeks of the Lodi tour, we invented a triple guitar move for Gods of Metal in the final chorus. Like this was so cool. So I really like to play that one too, just because of the choreography we have as instrumentalists there.
Yeah, no, I'm sure. I'm sure. Yeah, it has to be a fun concert. So I know you guys are playing some festivals this summer. So tell us a little bit about what's coming up for All for Metal before the album drops.
Yeah, I mean, we already played a huge tour with Lordi and Crimson Veil in the beginning of the year. Then we already played at Adunata for Dalisme Libertà in Italy and the Kilgim Shaibu in Lithuania. And now we are looking forward to play at Leyendas the Rock in Spain. We
Oh yeah,
also are,
where in Spain is that going to be?
I think, near Valencia. At least the
Ah,
flight is going
nice.
to Valencia. I don't know how long the shuttle takes to the actual festival ground, but I know I usually check it out once I plan the travel because most of the time we have the flights and the shuttle, and then I check Google Maps where we are because it's always nice to know your region where you're playing. After Leyendas the Rock, we have Baltic Open Air, which is in Germany, and also Rock Castle, Rock the Lakes, and our All for Metal Cruise, our headliner show on a boat in Hamburg.
Nice.
We are also having a small barbecue meat and grill concert at the Reigning Phoenix headquarters in Hamburg. So don't confuse Hamburg with Hamburg.
No, it
That's
sounds
one
different.
with,
Yeah,
huh?
it sounds
Yes.
different. Yeah.
Yeah, but if you type it out, it's just E and U that is exchanged in the words. And then we are also hitting the stage at Full Metal Holiday, which is on Mallorca, basically a holiday full of metal music.
Oh, Mallorca. Nice.
Yes,
My
yes,
grandmother was from Mallorca.
yes.
Yes.
Ah,
Yeah,
cool.
thanks to her, now I have the American citizenship and the Spanish citizenship.
That's freaking
So thank you,
amazing.
Grandma. Yeah.
Awesome.
So
Yeah, yeah. I
beautiful
also really,
Mallorca. You'll have fun.
yeah. I mean, I also was there privately with my boyfriend a couple of times. I really like also the region of Alcudia. in the northern part.
Yeah,
Um,
it's awesome. Yeah.
yeah. Then we also play at Monster Festival, Geiselwind, and No Sleep After Christmas in December. Now let me check if I missed something in July, or because
Oh,
sometimes
no,
I
you're
do
good. You have a great memory.
have.
Like sometimes I ask artists and they're like, we don't know. We were playing somewhere, but no, you got that itinerary down because I saw it. And I'm like, wow, she almost got everything. So the band is going to be busy. The album drops on August the 23rd. I'll post the link for people who want to pre-order the album and want to
Awesome.
follow them. Before I let you go, Jasmin, because I know you're busy and you're doing other stuff, like what would you like to say to the All For Metal fans?
Yeah, first of all, thank you. Thank you for being you, for enjoying metal music, and for supporting us, because without you, no artist would be of any significance or importance, because your spirit and energy you get on the shows are just making the journey. I mean, music is nothing if you don't enjoy it. So huge cheers to you guys. And yeah, if you want to catch a show, you can always stalk us on Instagram, bug us with messages. We gladly respond to you if you have any questions. And we also have a fan group in Facebook. So if you want to share something in memory, IFM related, or when you get the album, a reaction of it, post it in the group. We are always happy to celebrate metal music together with you guys. And also, yeah, we have more music videos for you coming. We are having 3 more, and one
Wow.
of those is getting to be very artsy. So for the nerds of you, yeah, stay tuned. Stay tuned for this, because I guess you will really enjoy it. At least it caught also me by surprise that it's turned out like it did. Yeah, thank you to you for
Thank you.
hosting this interview. And yeah, we cannot wait to celebrate the release with you on August 23rd on our cruise and online. So feel
Yeah.
invited to drink a beer with us virtually or in person.
Awesome. And once you do that pop punk band, you hit me up so we can interview you for your pop punk band if you ever do
We we do this.
it. We do it.
Awesome.
So Couchers, All For Metal, August 23rd. I would recommend this if you like Manowar, if you like that like epic power metal, fun, not take yourself too seriously. Check them out. I'll post the video for Rock You Like a Hurricane, which is out now, and it's a very fun video. So Jasmin, I want to thank you for taking some time of your day, to chat with me virtually here on the couch.
Yeah, it was a pleasure. And I really am always surprised how many people to meet here also online sharing the same music taste so that we can nerd out. This is beautiful.
Yeah. So until next time, people, this is Hector, the Shield Dude on a couch, and I'll see you all right here on the couch. Thank you and goodbye.